Hey guys, and welcome back. You're off the bat gonna notice a few things different. I have diamond armor now and a diamond sword, and that would be because what happened off screen was I went to go do something, forgot my computer was unattended, unpaused, and lost all of my stuff. So I've decided that today we are going to be doing some bed mining for more netherite. Um, And then you're also going to notice something as soon as I turn off F1. Because I AFK'd overnight to get some levels so that I could get my stuff back. And I came back this morning to find I have over 200 levels. So I would say this farm is successful. I don't know what your guys' definition of success is. But I would consider that fairly. Oh, there's all the golden swords I emptied, by the way. Oh, I meant to empty out the storage system as well. Ow! I really don't want to die. Okay, yeah, I need to be more careful. I do not want to die with 213 levels. Shall we? Shall we? Can we get to? Can we get to 214? Do you think we can get to 214? Sorry, it's like 7 in the morning, and I didn't sleep last night. Again. So my commentary is tired. Um, y'all aren't. What the? Whoa. Okay. 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 Um. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. That was a lot of pigment. I'm gonna have to deal with that. I really don't want to. Okay. Anyways, I need to make a separate chest specifically for this stuff. Rotten flesh. Because I am using. I got a cleric off camera because I, needed emeralds to get the enchants for my stuff back, and a cleric was going to be the best way to do that. I am going to move this over so that I can have a double chest. Um, but a cleric was the easiest way to do that since I have a gold farm, which provides a ton of, rotten flesh and gold, which are two things that clerics trade for emeralds. Uh, place it up here first so I can get the gold out of the way. Can't even tell I traded gold off camera, can you? I think what happened, I don't even remember what I was doing, but I think what happened is, because, initially this video was going to be me, continuing with the new base build. And so I think I was standing over there to try and load the chunks so that the trees would grow. Uh, and I died. And since I wasn't there to, like, click respawn and go get my stuff, the frame was just stuck on the death screen, which was rendering in my death, obviously, and so all of my items disappeared, which was, like I said, it's unfortunate, but we bounced back okay. I need to. My bow is a little bit lacking, so I need to work on that. Same with my boots. So we're gonna have a quick enchantment montage. Montage doesn't sound like a word. I know it is, but saying it just then, it did not sound like a word. We're gonna have a quick enchantment montage to uh, probably do a time lapse. But until I have like the enchantments I want, hopefully I don't run out of levels. So anyway, let's start this time lapse. As I also might kill all these guys in the time lapse because this is a little bit obnoxious. Anyway, into the timeline. Alright, well that was a very short time lapse. I got exactly what I wanted, like, in the first 2 enchants. Well, I thought that was going to be a lot more of a time lapse. But I killed all the piglins, which is really nice because now my house isn't, you know, full of piglins. That actually was a really expensive enchant. A lot more expensive than I expected it to be. Well, it wasn't enchant. It was combining the, what's it called? Combining the, like, bows and the shoes and stuff to get the, yep. I don't know why I can't think of, like, the actual term for that. Probably because I didn't sleep. I've heard that can have an effect on your cerebral cortex. But, you know, what do doctors know? Pshaw. Do I have a soul speed book by any chance? No, I don't, which means I don't have soul speed anymore, which is annoying, but fine. Okay, so let's throw that in there. Oh yeah, and then I was going to, because I did chop down a bunch of spruce trees off camera. Also a little bit for stick trades, but, so we're gonna grab this, and then we're gonna go down to the wool farm, and we are going to grab orange, because that seems to be one of the ones we have the most of. So we're gonna do orange beds. And yeah, so we're gonna go into the, oh, I should probably grab my chest plate in here. It isn't here. Okay. I should probably grab this, because otherwise I am going to die very quickly to bed explosions. Sorry. Hopefully that one didn't, like, blow out the speakers. Okay, did that happen for you guys too? Because I think it happened for me on every device I watched last video on. When I sneezed, it literally just, like, the speakers just kind of died. Which is why I put a countdown and timer in there. Because I was like, at first I was like, oh, it'll be funny to, like, scare viewers. And then when I was watching it back, I was like, oh, if someone's wearing headphones, that might, like, actually cause hearing damage. I should maybe not do that. Alright. I've never noticed, probably because I had my ambient sounds off. Okay, you guys aren't mad at me, right? Okay, good. But no, I had my ambient, like, noises and cave noises turned practically all the way down until a couple days ago. When I was playing with one of my friends who doesn't record, and he was like, yeah, you can hear, like, the ambient sound effects when you're in the creaking, and I couldn't hear them. And then I was like, oh, could be because, you know, my ambient sounds are turned down to practically nothing. But yeah, so I like the nether ambient noises are kind of creepy. I mean, so are, like, cave sounds, but I feel like the nether ones are. It reminds me a lot of the Subnautica sound effects, which that game is really fun, but also like the ambience in that game is done so well that if you were playing it alone at night, like it is terrifying. Like the Reaper Leviathan or the Ghost Leviathan, like the first time you come across those, mend up my pickaxe. Okay. But the first time you come across like Reaper Leviathan or Ghost Leviathans, it is terrifying. Like they did the ambience so well in that game. I did not go to the right height. Went too far. Okay. I can turn off three off now. Three off now. Okay, and we're gonna slap that guy on, and we're gonna put that guy down there, and we're gonna go like this, and then we're gonna go like this, and then we're gonna drop all that on the ground because we don't have inventory space for it. Okay. The bed mining begins. I was gonna say, oh, I'll just go down to my previous bed mining tunnel, and I was really confused as to why there's no bed mining down here. But I forgot, I've gotten all of my netherite, from Bastion remnants. I mean, the reason I left the staircase down here was because I was like, oh, I'll eventually go netherite mining, so I'm gonna leave it there regardless. But I completely forgot that I didn't actually, end up using it. Welp, not going that direction. That is not where I wanted to put those. Okay. Yeah, so this is real fun. Hey, that's pretty good. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to block off this lava, but you know, every cloud has its silver lining, or every whatever. I don't know what. I'm going for something like that, but that's definitely not the right one because like that's saying like every bad thing has a good thing like hidden behind it, and that's the opposite of what I'm trying to say here. I'm trying to say that like, in order for you to have a good thing, you have to experience a bad thing. Which also I don't even know if that's like a thing, but it feels like it should be, because it happens way too often in life. Okay. Cool. Frickin' lava lakes, man. So if I go this way, is there going to be another lava lake? Am I just going to be screwed no matter what direction I go in? Because that would be so awesome. Would absolutely love that. I feel like whenever I go bed mining, I just cannot find... This is going to be a half episode, by the way. I didn't even say the episode number, but this is going to be episode 30 and a half, which sounds very weird. I don't know why. But like, when you ever, like 10 and a half sounds normal, but 20 and a half? 30 and a half? That sounds weird. I don't know what it is about it. Because at first I was going to be like, oh, it's multiples of 10. But no, because 10 sounds fine. Anyway, I don't remember what I was saying. Oh, yeah, this is going to be episode 30 and a half, because it's me. Basically, all my half episodes have been, you know, me losing all of my stuff and then getting it back. Or not getting it back and finding out it's all gone. Yeah. Also, recorded with Doug yesterday. That's the first episode where I'm referred to as Greg, which is pretty great because now we have like an official record of me being called Greg on our channel after making it a joke. um, but yeah, so that'll come up on Wednesday, and little teaser for you, little update. We are going to be doing a Christmas special in that world. I got some Christmas skins made up for us, and we're gonna have the classic 4J Studios festive texture pack going, and I'm not gonna give away the premise for the video yet, but I think it's gonna be pretty interesting. I think it'll be really interesting to see, because here's the thing with Doug and I, is we have very similar thought processes. Thought process? I don't know. In 90% of the time. But it's with stuff like this that we have very different thought process. So like, one of the things is like, when it comes to movies, I almost completely missed that. Like, I am very much a storytelling person. So like, one of the reasons I love the Star Wars prequels, whereas a lot of people didn't, is, were the visual effects not the best? Yes. But also that can be said about basically any early 2000s movie, because CGI had just been discovered, and every movie was like, this is magic. And they were like, we're just going to use this for everything now. Which isn't a good idea. Especially when it's something new and you have no idea how it fully works. But anyway, so that happened, and like, a bunch of people don't like it because of that. And I'm like, okay, but like, especially like Revenge of the Sith and Attack of the Clones has storytelling. But I will say, I never appreciated Attack of the Clones until I watched Clone Wars. It just felt like a plot point episode or movie, if that makes sense. Like I really liked Phantom Menace because the music score, the visual storytelling, and everything. As much as people hate Jar Jar, I honestly think he was whatever. Like, he wasn't as bad as people make him out to be. Like, was he annoying? Yes, but like, so is every like 3-year-old kid. And you still love those, so like, I don't know. I never understood the hate that the prequels got. But no, I always love Phantom Menace because it's a great way to start off Anakin's story, in the way that a majority of the story has nothing to do with Anakin in that episode. In Phantom Menace, a majority of the episode is you finding out who and what the Sith really are, like an in-depth version of what the Sith are, because the original trilogy doesn't go into the Sith, really. You have Palpatine and you have Vader, and they don't really explain that they're Sith. They're like, oh yeah, it's just they're Sith. I don't even remember if they explain. I think they do. But like, they don't. They might mention Sith Lords, but they definitely don't go into detail about them. In any of the original trilogy. And like, Phantom Menace is such a great way to start off that storytelling. Like, you have Darth Maul, which is such an amazing character. Like say what you will about the cringiness of the prequels, but you can't, like, every person who has seen those movies, you can't tell me it wasn't iconic when he ignites his dual-sided lightsaber. Like, that was such a cool moment. But like, and then you're introduced, well, not introduced, because the original trilogy had Palpatine, but you understand more about Palpatine. And it was just like, I don't know. There's something about the prequels that I think adds so much to the original trilogy. And I think that's why I like them so much, is because, like, the original trilogy was great by itself. But as far as the story goes, there were so many questions unanswered. At least for me. Like, what was the Clone Wars? Or what were the Clone Wars? Who, okay, yeah, Darth Vader's Anakin's father, but... Or Darth Vader's Anakin's father. Yep, that's right. Darth Vader's Luke's father. But, like, we don't know who Luke or who Anakin was. We have no attachment to... It's like, oh, it's the main character's father. That's kind of crazy. But if you watch the prequels, the impact that watching Anakin slowly turn to the dark side has on you. Watching Obi-Wan struggle with that is such an, it adds to the impact of the original trilogy so much more, and the story of Anakin. And it just, I don't know. I think the prequels get way too much hate, and maybe my following is the wrong crowd to say this to. Like, maybe either you guys absolutely love the original trilogy and you're like, no, don't say anything good about the prequels, or maybe you're the opposite and you already love the prequels, and you're like, hey, you're barking up the wrong tree. I already know. You're preaching to the choir. Freaking love the prequels. They're great. I don't know, but I was just kind of voicing my opinions on them. But anyway, the moral of this whole story was, I found out that one of the reasons Doug doesn't really care about the prequels is because they are not as visually appealing. Which is what most people have. They're like, oh, the effects weren't as good, or this or this. Which, something I really don't understand is, in my opinion, the prequel soundtrack is like a bajillion times better than the original trilogy soundtrack. And Doug and I are both music people. So I really would have thought that, he would have enjoyed the prequels more because of how great the songs are from the prequels. Like, Duel of the Fates, musically, is such a, it's another storytelling piece where, Duel of the Fates tells a story. And it's just such a great piece. It's so well written and has such a, it conveys the impact of that battle so amazingly. And yeah, I don't know. It's in my opinion, I have made 5 crafting tables, but that's because I really don't want to go back and find out where I placed my last one. But no, it's just, I don't know. The prequel music is just amazing, and that's oh yeah, that's what I was saying. It's I don't understand why Doug doesn't like it more. But no, so this Christmas special is what I was saying, is our idea is it's gonna be very different how we interpret it, and I'm very intrigued to see how it goes. I already have some ideas in mind, but I don't want to really spoil it too much, because that's gonna come out 2 weeks from Wednesday, or so, not 2 weeks from Wednesday, a week from next Wednesday. So you that's an episode ahead, and I don't even want to spoil the episode that's gonna come out on Wednesday, since I recorded that yesterday with Doug. Saturday with Sturbo is gonna be up tomorrow. I finished editing it last night. I think it's pretty good. Full warning, we spent a majority of the episode building in the jungle, though. We did do deforestation off camera, so the lag isn't as bad as it was in the first one in the jungle, where like I literally had to cut out 90% of the footage anytime I was in the jungle. But it is a little, the frames get a little bad sometimes in that episode. Yeah, we are so far ahead on that world in terms of the recordings. We haven't recorded episode 4 yet, but we recorded episode 3 a while back, because episode 2 and 3 were recorded on the same day, and that was before Thanksgiving. So yeah, we are ahead of schedule. And then we've done some like minor off-camera stuff, like enchanting gear. We built a bit of a storage system, which I didn't record, which was stupid. I don't know. I don't know what it was. I just didn't. The content felt like it. Well, so part of it was my internet was being really awful while recording, and I got kicked from the world like 7 times. And that's probably an understatement, actually. But I got kicked from the world so many times, and I just didn't want to put you guys through like me constantly having to relog, me getting kicked. I took like an hour break at one point. I don't think the viewing experience was going to be that great. We did do even more deforestation in between episode 3 and whenever we recorded episode 4. And I did get a time lapse of some of that. So I'm hoping that'll come out good, and then it'll kind of be like, hey, I know I didn't get this part recorded, but hey, here's a time lapse of the forest being destroyed. Sturbo is doing a majority of the work in that, though, because I was lagging too bad to do anything. Every time I tried to destroy a tree, I would like break down half the jungle tree, and then it would teleport me back up to the top with 0 blocks broken. And I was like, you know what? I can't do this. I don't have the patience for this. Yeah. Coming up on 30 minutes here. I really want to get enough to get, because I didn't completely forgot about bed mining. Apparently, I'm just deciding to mine regularly. But no, I didn't have netherite pickaxes before I died, and so like I would like to get them. And then then I kind of actually made progress after dying. Okay, there's some more. I mean, I'd really like to get full netherite, like netherite axe, netherite. I want to get a netherite chest plate. I want to get like all that stuff. But that's gonna take a while. I would at least like to get netherite pickaxes, and then partially for the meme, actually majority for the meme. If we get enough for one spare tool after that, first thing that's going to be upgraded is the hoe, because you got to have a netherite hoe. It's the most useful tool in Minecraft. It's actually really nice to have a good like netherite or diamond hoe now, because you use them to mine leaves and the wart blocks and like pumpkins and melon. Like I don't know. The hoe became like super useful, which kind of like ruined the whole joke about serious dedication, because the joke with serious dedication was like waste diamonds on a hoe or waste netherite on a hoe and then question your life choices, and it's like, well, this has actually been super useful. Why would I question my life choices? I have appeared to intersect with a previous tunnel that I don't remember doing. I mean, I do have... Oh, if I get one more, I can get a pickaxe. So you know what? We're gonna go down this way, and I don't know. Hopefully we get lucky and get enough for what I want to do. I will probably edit this one. It probably won't be a lot of editing because, like I said, it's gonna be a half episode, and I just don't feel like there's a need to do like a bunch of high, especially because there hasn't been any like really funny bits. Like at the beginning of the episode, there was a few, like there was me being like, yeah, so I lost all my stuff, but also I have 213 levels. But after that, it's been just like kind of like more I don't know, just talking commentary. It hasn't been like funny commentary. It's just been me talking, giving some updates about some stuff going on in life, plans for future projects, stuff like that. So I don't know. Doesn't feel like I'll do the time lapse on the enchanting table because I think it was really funny that I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do a time lapse on this, and it was just like, okay, I'm done. Did you guys enjoy that really long time lapse? So I'll probably do that. That's not what I want to do. But beyond that, I don't know how much I'll edit. I am very tired, if that wasn't abundantly clear by my commentary, or lack thereof, honestly. I would not consider this low energy talking commentary. But yeah. What was I gonna talk about? Oh, it's a little late in the episode. I don't know how many people are actually gonna get to this point. But again, if any of you know how to build trees, leave a suggestion or some tips. And also let me know, would you like to see a tree house? Or do you think a like just a regular tree with leaves would be better, which is gonna be awful to build off of for the next section of the base. But, you know, just like, let me know what you guys think would be better. Again, if anyone makes it to this part of the video. My viewer retention rate is like not awful, but not great either. I didn't get a single piece of netherite. This is rather annoying. Oh well. I'll be at least where I was before I died. I think this way? This way. But no, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah. I think I should be fine to upgrade this stuff to netherite. The only thing I think, because I want to get fire aspect and knockback on this, so I might enchant another diamond sword, and then until I get knockback and fire aspect, and then I'll just combine those, and then I'll change it to netherite. But I think my armor is pretty fine. Like, this doesn't really need anything. This just needs swift sneak, which comes in a book, and this needs soul speed, which comes in a book, so I don't need to worry about combining anything. And my pickaxes are done, so yeah. Ah. Oh. Oh, the amount of times I've done that. It's not even funny, man. Yeah, I'll head home. Upgrade my stuff to netherite, and then Because I want to get a thumbnail for the episode, but I also don't want it to be, like, super obvious that I died and lost all my stuff. Yeah. I might do, like, the grind is real as the title or something like that. Do it for the grind. That's probably what'll make that's what'll make the title. Yes. But yeah, so I'll do that. Get the netherite all situated, and then close out the video. And for anyone who skips my half episodes, next episode, you won't even be able to tell that anything happened. Good stuff. Let's put all the blocks away whilst that stuff is smelting. Smelting. Okay, I need to mend that up. I can actually mend up all my stuff by doing trades, but I need to sleep first. Ugh. I at least talked for the whole 40 minutes, for the most part. I mean, other than the short enchantment table time lapse. But, like, I feel like I was pretty on top of the commentary. I didn't, like, go dead silent for any long periods of time. The commentary might not have been great. Like, the actual content and what I was talking about wasn't entirely the most interesting. But, like, I commented. You can't say I was boring. Well, I mean, you can't say I was boring. You can't say I was silent. And narrow and in the naked light I saw 10,000 people, maybe more. People talking without speaking. People hearing without listening. People writing songs that voices never shared. And no one dared. It's a really good song. Also, I think the Disturbed version is, like, infinitely better than the original. It's just like it's way better as, like, a soft rock song than as a, I don't even know what you would consider the genre that the original was. I'm an idiot. I changed that gold and now I need to change it right back. Yep, that's my competency levels. Okay, let's take you out and take you out, and you guys can see the diamonds I've been mounting off screen whenever I just happen upon a cave and then suddenly find diamonds. That sounded like a joke. I'm not joking. I literally go to not, like, there was once, like, I was mining for deep slate that I didn't actually have a purpose other than mining for deep slate, and I came back with like 30 diamonds. It's a problem. A problem a lot of people would like to have, I'm sure, but a problem nonetheless. You might not believe me, but it is actually a problem. Uh, yeah. I can only do 4, so 1, 2, 3. Put that guy back in there. Actually, I need to mend it first. Okay. Put that in there, put that in there, put the gold bars back, and take these off. Nikki. And then I need, oh yeah, I need my Schmithen template. That's not it. That's it. Okay, and then bam, and then grab emeralds. Can you feel Dahlia? I'm thinking maybe Spire. Um, yeah, I think Spire is looking like the best option for the helmet. Leggings. As much as I love the ribbed armor trim, it's just too dark for me. Spire's looking good again. Coast isn't too bad. I do love the snout one on the legs. I think. Let me see Spire again. I think Coast, actually. I'm going to end up going with Coast. And part of that is just because I have 5 of them. And then let's throw those in. Eey, I don't like that. Snout is certainly interesting. That's not bad. Ribbed, Coast, again. Not because it's my favorite, but just because, like I said, that's the one I have the most of. Okay, now let's grab a diamond sword and see if we can't get the enchant we want with 145 levels. I sure hope I can. This feels proper. I don't know what it is. Ever since the netherite, or ever since the nether update, just I don't know. Being in diamond gear just doesn't feel good. I mean, if like it's nice. It's nice when you get diamond gear, but like I no longer feel, which is really funny because when the nether update first came out, I was like, the diamond just looks better, it's got that nice blue look and it's got that, and I will say 100% that was just nostalgia. I think netherite looks way cooler. But no, like I don't know. It used to be like when I had full diamond tools, I was like, I felt so cool. And now it's just something about it. Doesn't feel good. There we go. Now I'm moving. Now I'm grooving. Come on, Batman. Let's get grooving. Okay, I'm gonna close out the episode. Thank you guys for watching. I know this was half. My Zoom has been rebound because I recorded with Doug. Hope you enjoyed. I know it wasn't super entertaining. I know it wasn't super entertaining. It was just me getting level. Well, I was not me getting levels. I had levels at the beginning of the episode, but no. I know it was just me getting my stuff back, which is why it's a half episode. If you did watch, I hope you enjoyed. I appreciate the views. Please consider subscribing. This isn't a great episode to like be like, hey, consider subscribing for more great content like this. Well, great content. But anyway, hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.